There is one cybersecurity vulnerability that all businesses share, and it has the potential to launch an attack directly inside your protected network. If you would like to find out what that is, keep watching. Hi, I'm Stephen Lauber, founder and owner of Trailhead Networks, and you're watching Talking Tech at the Trailhead. This is a series of short videos where we help small businesses with simple, easy to understand guidance about IT that is essential to their success. Many organizations fear that their technology just isn't working for them. At Trailhead, we walk alongside our clients and provide the help they need to take the fear out of IT. In this episode, we continue to talk about the 6 urgent protections every business should have in place now to protect themselves. Today we'll talk about the 3rd of those protections, and that's training your staff. The number one vulnerability that many businesses ignore is their employees. You can have firewalls on the perimeter and security software on every endpoint, but a user on your network can launch a malicious program and introduce an attacker directly into your trusted environment. 91% of cyber attacks and the resulting data breach begin with a spear phishing email. The good news is your company is empowered to control this. An end user trained to recognize the dangers will greatly reduce your risk here. But that requires making security awareness a priority in your organization. Your goal should be to create a human firewall by creating a culture where security is a core value. Here are some characteristics of a good security awareness training program. Start with the basics in your organization. Make sure your staff understands your acceptable use policies when it comes to IT and what they should and shouldn't do. Include guidance about password policies and best practices. We talked about this in the last episode. Email attacks like phishing scams and more targeted spear phishing attacks prey on busy and unaware employees. Show them what to look for and how to recognize a fake. They need to understand the dangers of malicious programs and where to get guidance if they're uncertain about a link or an attachment. Many hackers will use some reconnaissance to customize their attacks to be more effective. This might include harvesting information from the internet or social media, or they might call into an office to see what they can find out about the business or an employee. Train them about what to look for. Give them processes to verify things before taking any actions, and explain what information they should and shouldn't share, and things that they should be careful about with social media. It might not be a great idea to let the world know that the CFO is going to be out of the office all next week. Use examples that relate to their everyday activities. Don't just give definitions and statistics. Your training should be ongoing, not just during the employee onboarding. I recommend small chunks more frequently. You need to keep the content current and updated. There are many good online training resources. You don't need to create the content yourself. And keep it fun and engaging. You can use things like rankings and incentives and awards. And make sure they can access the training when they need it and on their schedule. And test for comprehension and develop your training based on the results of these tests. A good program will have the ability to auto-enroll someone into a specific training if they fail a test on a specific topic. And make sure you have simulated email phishing tests and that you can see if your users are clicking on the links in those emails. Another good idea are in-person tests like USB thumb drives placed around the office with tempting labels like payroll information. You can see if people are attaching these to their computers. And mystery caller types of tests are helpful to find out how effective the social engineering aspect of your training is. Can a caller obtain information about your organization that would help them tailor their attacks? Your staff should have convenient, responsive methods to get help when they're concerned if something is legitimate or not. So to wrap this up, I can't stress enough the importance of educating your staff when it comes to this. We don't neglect the other protections that your business needs. If they're working, it should reduce the impact of a user initiating a bad action. But we want to head these things off at the source before they happen as much as possible. I like to use the analogy of an automobile. We have seat belts, anti-lock brakes, traction control, and collision detection systems. We keep adding more technology to make vehicles safer and reduce the impact of collisions. But we still make sure that drivers understand the rules of the road and safe driving techniques before they take the wheel, because we'd prefer that those additional safety controls are never needed. If you don't have a security awareness training program or would like help to improve it, get in touch with us at Trailhead Networks. We have some great options available. I'll put a link and contact information at the end of the video and down below if you'd like more information. If you found this helpful as you develop or evaluate your employee training, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss other videos in this series. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode of Talking Tech at the Trailhead.